The Tigers have won 10 in a row, and they have the Jokers in plain sight. It's a tilt for the top of the table on Wednesday Night Hockey live from the Ice Arena on NITV here on beautiful Ghana land. Eric Bolnar in the arena, joined by Ryan Rintala, a foe normally of the Jokers and the Tigers, but tonight you're in the commentary booth and it is a juicy matchup.
Yeah, I mean, it's no Red Wings game, but we're here for the Tigers and Jokers. Top of the table clash. You know, we got third locked up, so let's see what they got.
Well, let's pull up those standings right now because it seems improbable that the Tigers are even in a position to move into first place. At the very beginning of the season, they started off quite slow. They only won a couple games in their first 5, but the Tigers have remarkably won 10 in a row. It equals the win streak that the Jokers did. They started off with 10-game win streak, remember? And the Tigers, if they win this, they move equal 42 points. They don't go to first place, but man, they would be tied, and all they need is the Jokers to stumble, and the Tigers could swoop into that bye to the final.
The only unfortunate thing about this game is the Tigers don't have the sole possession to take first place. It requires the Jokers to lose or go into overtime, right?
And they could have had sole possession of that if they didn't go to overtime on probably versus the Blackhawks. They still won that game to make it 10 in a row, but boy, it makes things interesting. And if the top of the table clash isn't enough for you, how about the star power we have in the games? You see the players lined up on the benches on the side there, but take a look at the leading scorers. This is going to be one of them, Zach Boyle. He's going to be a player to watch. He's always good against the Jokers, but let's take a look at the scoring leaders. You're going to notice something here, Ryan. 8 players in this game in the top 10, including Benson, Foll, and Riley, all within 2 points at the top of the list for the scoring title.
Yeah, there's 3 Jokers in there, though, and 5 Tigers in there, though, so, you know, Tigers are on a roll right now.
They really are. And Ryan Foll, you can see Jan Kubick. Look at that, 24 assists you see down your screen and 4 goals. He's come on strong late. But which team do you feel like has the most firepower when you play against them?
I think the Tigers have a little more firepower. I think the Jokers are a bit young, so they don't tend to do everything right, but the Tigers just grind out wins.
Remember, the Jokers are the defending champions, and they started out gangbusters out of the gate, but they're only 4-3 in their last 7 games, and they've really struggled to beat the other big 3 top teams. One of the thorns in their side has been that man, Zach Boyle. He's a team Australian defenseman. Zach is an electric player on the ice.
Even though he's not the leading scorer for this team, that man, when he's on his game, we got problems for the Jokers.
Yeah, and he's got more goals. We were talking about this earlier in the day, right? He's got the most goals versus the Jokers out of any of the players on the Tigers.
What was the stats for those again?
4 goals, 3 assists.
Yeah, so he's actually leading all Tigers players for goals, right?
Versus the Jokers.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But Nate Benson, he leads the whole league in points. Nate, dangerous player. Look at that. He's averaging 2.5 points a game. What makes him so dangerous on the ice?
He's got a very good shot. He's a bit sneaky. He's pretty smart with the puck. The only thing I would say against him is he likes to try to force the puck up the middle of the ice too much.
Then you take a look at even the goaltender matchup. You can see Jeremy Friedrich warming up. He's one of the best young goalies in the state. Glenn Forbes-White, he's kind of the incumbent starter on the Adelaide Adrenaline. But both goalies, well, they've had some strong stretches this period. They've kind of scuffled as of lately. How about Jeremy? He's 3-3 in his last 6 starts with a .266 goals against average and .878 save percentage. That's not your normal statistical dominance that you're used to seeing from Jeremy.
It's true. The hard thing about Jeremy is he's left-handed, so he starts shooting towards the other side of the net, which isn't normal.
There's a look at the numbers, but those goals against average, they're tidy. Jeremy's .924 save percentage. You feel like the goals against average are almost a product of some good team defense that they play in front of them as well.
Both plug the ice very well. They keep the shots on the outside, which allows Glenn and Jeremy to be able to have the advantage when facing the shots.
Well, you're going to talk about clogging the middle, and here's a good example of this. That's what the Tigers have been doing really well.
Yeah, especially against us. You know, we see Steve here trying to work the middle of the ice, and they're still just keeping him out of there, doing everything they can to make sure we cannot get shots from the center of the ice.
So what's the value of clogging the middle like you're seeing on some of these clips here?
On the edge, the goalie has the advantage because the net gets smaller instead of being straight on. So you have maybe 70-80% of the net to shoot at compared to 100% if you're straight on.
Clog in the middle has been something that the Tigers have done well in this 10-game win streak. In fact, they've only allowed 19 shots against during this streak. When you keep shots low in those danger areas away from the goaltender, good things are going to happen.
It's true. It's true. They're playing like a team, and it's fantastic to see for them.
Meanwhile, something that you've been talking to me all week about for the Jokers is they got to play like a team.
You got to play like a team. There's times when Nate and Jake want to try to go one man against three, and you get a turnover. So when that happens, you get 3-on-2 the other way, or even a 4-on-1 sometimes.
And sometimes it's disaster going the other direction. I know in this game in particular, some of the highlights you're seeing come up with the Red Wings Jokers, Nate Benson on one play skated it into the other end, and it was a turnover on the other direction, or as Daniel Chen carried it in, and you guys went back and you scored the goals because turnovers can happen from that.
Correct. You need those high defensive zone turnovers to create high-scoring goals. The Jokers also do this well. They are very, what would you call it? They don't score on the actual breakout. It's like a block shot into
a counterattack?
Counterattack. They're fantastic at the counterattack.
You talk about some of the scoring in this, and we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, 8 of the top 10 scorers are in this game. It is a heavyweight tilt. But one thing that interests me is the big three scoring. So the Jokers scored 97 goals this year. 49 of them, which is 50%, have come from Riley, Benson, and Hamburg. For the Tigers, Full, McDougall, and Boyle, their big three, 65% of their goals have come from just 3 players. It doesn't bode well in terms of the goal distribution for the Tigers.
Not typically, but as long as those guys can get into good spots, I mean, you see Ryan trying to find some really good lanes right now, so he's getting those shots, and the guys are finding him now.
Well, Ryan Full has kind of rocketed. That's why they call him the Rocket, right? Ryan the Rocket Full, because he's rocketed up the goal-scoring list as of late. He's got 16 points in his last 6 games, which puts him just 1 point behind Benson for that scoring title. And I know he already has the most goals. I know Ryan Full will be gunning for that.
Yeah, one other person to watch is Jan Kubick. He's been feeding that man pucks all week.
15 points, and I think them playing on the same line probably has a lot to do with their mutual production.
Yep.
Well, just a bit of a recap. Here are some of the keys to victory for the game tonight. You watched the video of it, but here's a look at what the Tigers have to do for their success. And you said it was, well, we'll go with the Jokers first. Why not? You said teamwork makes the dream work and support the D. What do you mean by support the D?
They have to stay in the zone before they take off on the breakout. There's times where these young kids get so excited about trying to get a breakaway where they leave their D hanging alone and they get a turnover high in the slot and the other team's getting easy shots. And I think this is where Jeremy's starting to lose his goals against average here because they're getting too easy the turnovers.
Meanwhile, for the Tigers,
plug the middle and 60 minutes of focus. Like we were talking about through the intro, they got to give Glenn the advantage the whole time. These Jokers can score. Got to help them out, and they got to stay in the game the whole time. There's been a couple games where the Tigers have slowed down after breaks, and they just haven't been clicking, but then they fired up still somehow.
That's exactly what happened in that Blackhawks game last weekend in an overtime win. There were stretches where the Tigers just got outplayed. They deviated from their game plan, and it might cost them a shot at first place.
This is going to be a good one to watch.
This is what it's all about. The Tigers, to finish first place, they need to win their last 3 games. And the Jokers, they need to lose this game versus the Tigers and just drop a point somewhere else for the Tigers. It could be overtime win even. That would do the trick. But for all intents and purposes tonight, if the Jokers win, they clinch the minor premiership and a bye to the grand final, which is huge. Less playoff hockey against some danger teams.
I don't know. Sometimes it's nice to be playing in that play-in round, so you're coming in warm, you're ready to go. We get to wear our whites maybe,
Spoken like a guy that's designated to be playing in that game.
Hey, you got to stay positive.
So it is the Jokers. It is the Tigers. Both teams loading up in their lineup tonight. It's the 2 goaltenders that were in the Adelaide Adrenaline, the AIHL team, going head-to-head. The goaltender coordinators, you know that they've got a friendly rivalry. The question I have tonight is if it's a tie game, 3-3 late in the period, do you pull the goalie if you are the Tigers?
No.
Why not?
If
you need full points.
I don't know. I mean, you're playing for the win. That's a very dangerous question.
A dangerous question, but one that might need to be asked this late in the season with a bye on the line.
I think, I'd rather be playing the Jokers going in the final, so I'll take it.
Well, I think they're just doing a couple last-minute repairs on the ice, it looks like.
Looks like it's a bit wet down there.
Well, both teams making their final huddle, their final push. Both teams need a full effort against each other. In the season series, the Jokers won the first two meetings by a score of 4-1 and then 4-3. The Tigers handed the Jokers their first loss of the year back in June 11th, broke up that 10-game win streak to start the season by winning 2-0. Zach Boyle scored twice. And then a couple weekends ago, the Tigers won an absolutely wild one, 6-4 over the Jokers. Jan Kubick had 5 points. Full had 4 points. Jeremy Friedrich struggled in net in that game. Will it be different? It's the Tigers. It's the Jokers. It's ice hockey on NITV and live from the ice arena on beautiful Ghana land. A top-of-the-table clash, one that could go a long way in even determining the champion. And here we go. Daniel Chen, the rookie, works his way up the ice. Glenn Full, the savvy 59-year-old veteran, knocks him down to the floor. But Daniel Chen, persistent, drops it down to the man wearing the golden helmet, the leading point scorer in the league, Nathaniel Benson. Benson, through traffic, trying to power his way to the slot, but he was swatted away by Brandon Taylor, and he'll be knocked back into Joker territory. Marco Komazek has Andrew Stapleton, the Tiger captain, all over him. Back to Komazek. Backhanded pass around the boards. Jake Riley, one of the best young talents, not just in South Australia, but in the entire country, tries to bank it up the boards. He's playing on a line with Nate Benson, where he's been all year, and they've loaded up by putting Ben Handberg with them, too. This goes all the way back to Marco Komazek, to Jake Riley. See who has their legs about them early. Ben Gebert, he made a return to Premier League after a couple years off, and he's over a point-a-game player from the defensive position. Maley, cross-ice pass, looking for Jake Riley down the wing. Tyler Boyle trying to apply some pressure, and again, you see that middle clogged up from the Tigers early on. Working back is Ben Handberg. Up the left wing, Handberg with some speed. Tyler Boyle got a stick on it. Stapleton pushes it back towards the center zone, and Glenn Full will collect it for the Tigers.
Took me a second there, but I've been watching to see where the Tigers are attacking on the breakup. You see one guy hanging the middle high. It's really stopping that long outlet pass, so it's really good to see part of the plan that we've talked about.
Joey Mcdougall has been a revelation this year for the Tigers, turned into one of the best player, maybe the best player in the competition. He skates it back and flicks it into the zone. Tim Benson. A couple Bensons on this team, both of them brothers. He'll skate it up the rink. Glenn Full intercepts, and he'll play it off to the right side. It's a bouncing puck and a 2-on-0 for the Tigers. Full, Mcdougall fires a shot at Jeremy Friedrich, gets the pad down, and he makes the first big save in this one. And Full gets belted behind the goal. It's going to be a penalty, and Mcdougall backhands this around. Jan Kubick will go and chase this down. Noah Maley going against him, and finally they'll touch it up. But a big save, then a big hit, and now a penalty going against the Jokers.
I thought that was a great back check to play the body. I don't know what happened there. I want to see a replay on this.
So much to break down here. First off, here's the misplay that got a 2-0 rush.
Joey put that in a good spot. It's a great save by Jeremy.
And then behind the play, there is a check from behind. Tigers, 24.5%, 11 for 45. That's third in the league, although there's not much difference between the Jokers and the Tigers in terms of efficiencies on the special teams. Red Wings lead that category.
I think the key here is to get you on the puck and let him set it up.
Full has the shot blocked, and Jake Hazel really slow to get up. He can't put any weight on that left foot. He is down and hurt. Wide open net. Full has that go wide. Puck off its bearings, but Jake Hazel looks in all sorts of pain, and this is really bad news. Hazel on my defensive all-star team this year. He has been spectacular defensively. He is their best defenseman by a distance it's been this year for the Jokers, and that looks painful.
Let's not talk about that, Eric. You know, I wasn't playing defense at that point of the year, so just giving away now.
Riley up the boards. Tigers still on the agile group power play with a penalty to Tim Benson. Zach Boyle skating well around the rink, enters the zone, cuts down the angle, and he fires one off a leg of Andrew Chen and back in the corner. Boyle back digging down low, Mcdougall pinching down to help him out. Fabian takes a bit of a dive, and Jake Riley will try to swivel this one out, but it's a giveaway. Mcdougall the full, and Jeremy Friedrich has made 2 or 3 huge saves early on, and now Benson and Full getting at each other. Both of these teams think they are the best in the competition, and both have a chance to prove it tonight, and now some squabbling between the 2 star players.
This is going to be a fun one, Eric.
This is going to be really fun. You talk to like Jake Riley, Nate Benson, they're so confident that they are the best team in the league. Joey Mcdougall, Ryan Full, Jan Kubick, you talk to them, they all think they're the best team when they play. This is getting interesting.
This one might get a little physical. That won't slide the Joker's way, to be honest.
It kind of feels like playoff hockey. I know it's not yet. I can't wait for a couple weeks when the first playoff series kicks off.
Did you catch that replay? That's Joey. That's Joey instigating Benson into hitting Fuller.
A bit of an agitator out there. The power play is over, but coincidental minor is going to Full and Benson, the 2 leading point scorers in the entire competition. Sharp angle shot from Joey Mcdougall goes off the side. Stapleton dives down, but here's Mcdougall, picks up the puck, and it was a hand pass. Stapleton doesn't like it. He's saying he kicked it. Both teams, the intensity dialed up a couple notches from a typical game.
Stapleton was doing great work back there to get that puck out there for Joey. I thought that squeaked out, but, you know, there could have been a hand close by. It's getting physical, though, already.
It's going to be a taste of what's to come in the playoffs, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Interesting thing about the Tigers is that second and third line bring a real physicality when they play all 3 of them.
Jeremy Klein getting the call up today from the A-grade competition. There's Stapleton upset with that, but it looked like on the replay he did have the hand that he kind of shifted it down. And now some paperwork being sorted out at the benches. Notably in this game, I haven't seen Sammy Mantier on the ice tonight quite yet.
Yeah, you thought for sure he was going to be playing tonight.
Yeah, I thought definitely, but I've been wrong many times before, and you can add this one to the list. Full drops it down low. Jeremy Klein trying to send the team to the forecheck, and Tyler Boyle tries to lob it out, but Teddy Fabian plays the puck forward and then dumps down Stapleton, and getting some big cheers from the benches. You feel like some animosities on the verge of boiling over. It could be a great one. Chen, long shot through. Glenn Forbes White in the game with his first key save of the game. Jeremy Klein sends a joker down to the deck, and now a puck pops free in the neutral zone, and Tyler Boyle chasing after this one. Andrew Chen can't stand up. Boyle fires a sharp angle shot, and Jeremy Friedrich has had to be the better goalie early on.
I'm more watching what Teddy Fabian was doing down there. He's actually bringing the physicality, which you don't really see from this Joker's team.
And he's a guy that has the size to be physical if he needs.
He is. He is a big boy.
Jan Kubick working against Maley. The guy that played in the Czech professional leagues, Jan Kubick. Import in the AIHL with Sydney. Plays it over to Taylor. It clanks off his stick into the corner. Ryan Full back on the ice after serving a 2-minute coincidental minor with Nathaniel Benson. O'Hanley can't quite hold the zone. It goes right to the stick of Marko Komazek, and Komazek will skate this one out. Komazek up the middle and right away poked away from Jan Kubick, and it's pushed out to the outside. In the attacking zone once again, Maley battling away. Cameron Pope trying to join the party. He can't quite hold on to the puck, and it squirts back out towards the center line, and it's off to the left side to Hanberg, who plays it back to Benson.
The smart play by Benny, getting that out of there quick when he's in trouble. Almost a turnover right in the slot.
Komazek was the one battling there, and Josh Winkler, simple play off the boards, alleviates some pressure momentarily, and Winkler intercepts once again and plays it towards the center of the ice. Intercepted again from O'Hanley, but he can't hold the zone, but the Jokers have gone in maybe a little bit offside, so they have to reset, but the Tigers will throw it to the middle of the ice, and collecting it is Joey Mcdougall. He drops it off for Kubick to Full, fires a shot, that was blocked by Winkler. Winkler is going to have to step up big time with Jake Hazel leaving with a foot injury very early on in this game. Hanberg out to the left side, walks in, fires one wide. It just had some eyes that steered a little bit clear of the net. Flick back into the neutral zone. Daniel Chen gloves this down. He's belted down from behind from Ryan Fohl. Zach Boyle grabs it. He plays it off the boards. It's chipped down towards the center of the ice. Skating for this one is Andrew Stapleton. Stapleton can't hold the line. Joey Mcdougall knocks it down, works his way wide. Throw it in the body, throw it at Mcdougall. Tries to go short side, and that one flies a little wide. Benson up the boards, intercepted by Benny Gebert, and this one goes out of play. Fast, furious, good pace in the first 10 minutes, but still no score.
We almost had a couple quick turnover goals there, too. Good thing the Jokers were there. I think that was Tim Benson. Tim Benson jumped on those?
Tim Benson, yep.
Yeah, he saved himself there after he had the turnovers, so good to see a little more composure out of that. Especially with what's his name came back after he blocked the shot?
Hazel.
Hazel. I haven't seen him back out here yet.
Down to Jake Riley. Riley fires a shot. It's a blocker save from Glenn Forbes-White, his second of the night. Rebound comes to the danger man, Benson. Nudged off the puck from Boyle. Mcdougall plays it forward to Stapleton, and he works his way up the ice. He winds, fires. That goes off a leg as well. Players getting in front of pucks tonight. Stapleton, second chance effort. Fires it in front. Tyler Boyle, he's got a sneaky 9 goals this year. He was looking for number 10, and he almost had one, but I think we're going to get another penalty call here.
Yeah, Tyler got a little aggressive with the stick after the puck turned around, gave him a little slap to the butt, and Rezic called him on it. We're seeing the Tigers get a little bit irritated, though. They're getting a little chippy after the end of the play. They got to keep them out of trouble here. They got to stay out of the box, make sure they don't get another one, because the Jokers will score.
Tigers 0 for 1 on the power play. Jokers' first power play opportunity of the night. It's the Agile Group power play. They're second in the league, operating at about 26%. Cameron Pope at the point tries to give a firm pass across the zone. It's picked up by Teddy Fabian. Jordan Geyer.
Surprised we're not seeing the Riley Benson line here.
Geyer tries to get a sharp angle shot off. It was blocked by Benny Gebert and put down into the corner. Young Noah Maley working down low. Drops it off for Cameron Pope. Back to the captain. Geyer, sharp angle shot in the slot from Teddy Fabian, and Jan Kubick will have a chance to clear. He makes some space and sends it out to Ryan Fohl. He enters the zone, holds the puck out wide. Some valuable seconds will eat off here. It takes 3 Jokers to take the puck away. Cameron Pope doesn't realize it's at his legs. He finally picks it up, and it's tipped away from Zach Boyle as the Jokers were trying to enter the zone. And Boyle going for the second chance effort, battling against Geyer, and Boyle gives a shot to Jeremy Friedrich on the drive-by. Kubick will reset with just over a minute to go in the first Agile Group power play for the Jokers. This game feels a lot like a game back in June. That was a 2-0 game that didn't have a goal until late in the third period on the power play for the Tigers.
That appears to be a high stick, bringing it back down here. Is that what happened? There's still going to be 20 seconds left on the power play when they drop this puck. Here's that Hamburg Riley.
And here come the Jokers the other direction. It's a 2-on-1. Riley with a shot. That one sails wide. Picked up by Joey Mcdougall while shorthanded. Riley trying to keep it alive in the attacking zone. Chen swings and misses. Adelaide Giants won't be calling him for a baseball contract anytime soon, but it looks like we have a cross-check?
No, I think they got coincidental slashing penalties. They were slashing each other's sticks. I think head referee Joey Rezic here is trying to get the game back under control and trying to get the stick check done.
So it's Zach Boyle that has 2 minutes on the board. And it's Daniel Chen, the other one.
I think they were getting a little too feisty with their sticks there. And
the intensity's there right now on both of the teams. This is a good pre-playoff test for both of these teams, no matter what happens.
Who's going to be the first one to knock one in here?
Well, the team that scored the first goal has won in each of the 4 meetings between these two teams this year.
Oh, that's a fun fact.
Kind of puts some value on the first one.
Eric, that's why you are who you are.
I am, I know. That's why you pay me the big bucks. As Nate Benson takes it up the ice. He's got a 3-on-2 if he wants it, but he carries it into the zone. Drops it off to Riley. Firm shot into the chest of Glenn Forbes-White. And here go the Tigers. It's 4-on-4. Fast, furious action. The goal scorer full. Can't find Morris O'Hanley, who is going to the net, and going the other direction is Jake Hazel, who's back on the ice. That one sails high, and that is a huge sigh of relief to see, because that looked nasty when he took a puck on the leg earlier, but it might have just been one that just is like the dead leg kind of thing.
Hopefully. Otherwise, that's not a fun one to take right there on the ankle. I was going to say, you know how we talked before the game of Benson trying to go through 3 people? He just did it, came back down, full, almost knocked one in. If they could have controlled that a little better.
And he had the 3-on-2.
He had it. Got to use the extra guys.
4-on-4 continues, and Jake Hazel, the all-star defenseman, pinches down low, fires it in front of the net. It goes off a stick and into the corner, and Ben Gebert tries to play it towards the center line. Jordan Geyer in his own end will just slow the pace down. He was looking for big Teddy Fabian, making a return back to SA after being interstate, and he dangles around one. Sharp shot, and he scores.
No goal. Waved it off.
Glenn Forbes-White waving it off. The Jokers are saying no. We have the benefit of the replay.
Fabian's here to play tonight. He's playing the body. He's been in all the big plays so far. Let's see this. Hey, here we go.
Fabian worked his way in.
Nice move. Oh, I don't know where that was.
That's not in the net.
No, I don't think so. I think they got the right call here.
That is a correct call. No goal. It was just bouncing right on that goal line.
Maybe if we see from a different angle at the next break.
The first almost in the game so far. It is tense at the ice arena. Tigers' 10-game winning streak. They can get into a tie for first place with the Jokers and win the season series against them with a win. And 2 Tigers collide, and the Jokers try to go the other direction, and Jordan Geyer has numbers 3-on-1, but he couldn't control the puck, and now he's got a stick tied up with him. Andrew Stapleton looks like he might be getting a penalty.
Yeah, he came back from the back check, and stick got stuck under that. Oh, here's a replay.
That was a great angle again. I'd love to see that again. It was not in the net, though.
Wind it back, please.
The masses on NITV demand it.
Where's this puck going? Oh, that might have been.
Wow. I don't know if it's slowed down there. That is...
It's like Matrix there.
Oh, man, that is a tough call. But another power play opportunity for the Jokers. They're 0 for 1 in the game, and they give this puck away. Short-handed. Ryan Full has Kubick at the net, but he's nuzzled off the puck from Ben Hanberg, rather.
What a great back check after he had that shot blocked on him.
Riley to Hazel. Battling down in the corner. It's a good penalty kill for the Tigers to start this off. Here comes Jake Riley trying to add to his remarkable point total this year. Dangles around one, gets it deep, centers it. Oh, what a save from Glenn Forbes-White. He absolutely robs Nate Benson and keeps it a 0-0 game. My goodness.
I was about to start preaching how he tried to go through 3 guys and end up behind the net, but he makes a great pass from back there.
And Nate Benson was right where he scores most of them. And Glenn Forbes-White has now made 2 excellent saves to keep the Jokers scoreless.
I think both goalies are checked in tonight. Let's see if it keeps going.
Both the goalie coordinators in SA both have a good friendly rivalry going, but more cold and calculated. Jake Riley, sharp angle shot. Forbes-White makes a save. Now another shot, scores! Jake Hazel slides one through, and the Jokers strike first.
That was a great play by Jake. He slowly came in, gave himself some space, and didn't actually get into the shooting lane until it was time to. Look, he just barely pops in here. There he is. Didn't draw any attention to him. Did that go 5-hole?
Yeah, and after Glenn makes a spectacular save, it's probably one he's going to want to have back.
Oh. He better score that one. He's all by himself, though.
Well, Jake Hazel, we kind of feared the worst in the early stages of the game. He took a shot off the ankle, and he couldn't put any pressure on the left leg, but he's back on the ice. And Jake Hazel has got himself a goal. It's his first goal of the season. He's a stay-at-home defenseman. So if you had Jake Hazel as first goal scorer on your sports bet account, well, you just got a hefty payout, my friend.
Hey, guy after my own heart there. Guy after my own heart.
Long shot in. Tyler Boyle picks up the rebound, fires a shot on net, rebound in the slot. Jordan Geyer there to clear, kept in and knocked down by Patty Gaziorowski. Gaziorowski has Fabian with him, gets it to Fabian. I don't know if Forbes White had a piece of it, but it was a good chance from Ted Fabian, who's been excellent early on.
Again, Fabian's in the play.
A late power play goal from Jake Hazel has him up early on a shot on net, and Glenn Forbes White makes the save. And like we said earlier, the team that has scored first in the season series this year in all 4 games has won the game. That was the collision earlier. Lots of physical play. Wow.
Look at that save.
That is an unbelievable save from Glenn Forbes White. Andrew Chen up the boards, gives it away to Zach Boyle. They enter the zone. Just 4 seconds to go in a very entertaining first period. Jake Hazel gets his first goal of the season on the power play. That's the difference so far, but Glenn Forbes White, like you see right here, playing a big factor in keeping the score so low.
Yeah, on both sides, because remember in the beginning of the game, Jeremy had a lot of big saves to keep them going too, so both goalies are really here tonight.
We can't wait to see what unfolds next. It's the Jokers 1, Tigers nothing. You're watching ice hockey on NITV. The hockey gods promised us an entertaining hockey game when first place is on the line so late in the season, and boy, oh boy, have they delivered. It's been physical, there's been big saves, it's been everything we could ask for.
Yeah, it's been great, especially on the goaltending side. We're seeing a real show by Jeremy and Glenn. Even here with Jake sneaking through. Wow. That's great.
And a sharp angle shot again. I think this one is the one that set up the goal. You see Daniel Chen get it to Jake Hazel, who is right place, right time. He slides one by. And the stay-at-home all-star defenseman, who's really come onto the scene this year, has the Jokers up 1-0 in their biggest game of the season so far.
Yeah, fantastic. And that pass from Daniel Chen was really nice. Slowed it down, give a nice tap in.
So it's a 1-0 game, Jokers and the Tigers on NITV. If the Jokers win, they will clinch the minor premiership and they will get a bye to the grand final in just a couple weeks' time. But if the Tigers win, it's 11 in a row. They'll be tied on points with 2 games to go, and anything can happen from here. Taylor starts it off, gets it up to Ryan Full, and here's Jan Kubick, the Czech. Works out wide, tries to fire one, and it just flickers in around the boards. And trying to pinch up was Glenn Full. No man has captained his country in international ice hockey more than Glenn Full. And that was a while ago, still playing at the top level, at least in the state. Puck just flickers over towards the right side. Jake Hazel there again. Chucks it forward, right to Glenn Full. Back to Tim Benson, and Joey Mcdougall creates a turnover, but nobody there in support as Noah Maley was there in support, and he plays this down. That will go for icing, so it'll be an offensive attacking face-off coming up for the Tigers.
Both teams look a little uncomfortable. They're handling the puck a little too fast, not hanging on for the puck. We hope to see them both settle in, make some better passes there.
Draw to the left of Friedrich, won by the Tigers. Back to the point for O'Hanley, fires one in on goal, and Jeremy Friedrich makes this save, and his puck just pops in his glove. You made a good point earlier in the game, Ryan, about how Jeremy had to make those big saves early on just to get the Jokers established in this game.
Yep, Jeremy stood on his head, and then the Jokers got ripping. I think they might have made some line changes, because I think this line, who were they playing with before? No, that's who they were with. I thought Hamburg had came on in place of Chen, but it looks like they're stuck in together.
Yeah, it's an electric line, and here they come. It's a 2-on-1. Riley has Chen. Riley tries to slide it to Chen. Ben Gebert stands in his way, and Andrew Stapleton goes up the ice the other direction. Tigers have numbers. Stapleton drags wide, centering a play to the slot, and it was almost a favorable bounce, but back-checking was Daniel Chen, working with Jake Hazel. Daniel Chen has been one of the best rookies we've seen in a couple seasons here in the Premier League.
What a veteran play by Gebert there.
He took away the pass as the Jokers, big boys, go right back to it. Loose puck in front of the net. Jake Riley couldn't settle it down. He finally gets it back to the point. They play it in behind the goal. Benson, centering play in front. Hazel causing havoc again. Almost had his second. Hazel in the slot, fans on the shot. Tigers try to clear it, bounces all the way back. Good, Glenfork's White has to get down, and he just tries to scramble his way on top of a bouncing disc. I think it was off the back of a clearance that was off the rear end of a Tiger player, and my, oh my.
You see something you don't see very often there. Glenn just ditched his stick and went for the cover. He sees it over there, and he's like, nope. Oh, get rid of that.
He was trying to smother it with his blocker hand.
Yeah. Just give me anything. Get this covered.
Well, his glove hand tied up by Nate Benson barring down on him. 8 of the top 10 goal scorers featured in this game. There's a very intriguing point race at the top. Just 2 points separate 3 players. None of them have a point so far because it was the guy that hasn't scored a goal in a team full of goal scorers that has the one for the Jokers with Jake Hazel late in the first. Andrew Chen plays it forward, gets the puck. I can't speak. Ryan, help me out here. Jeremy Klein going the other way. Klein over to Ryan Fohl. Just between the legs of Gaziorowski, Jan Kubick laying the body into him. Jeremy Klein there in support. Klein gets around Winkler. Ted Fabian laying the body once again. He's been doing that all game long. Zach Boyle. No man has more goals versus the Jokers this season than that guy right there, Zach Boyle. They've been a tough nut to crack. And Boyle's figured out the code, and he's got the puck all the way into the slot. He couldn't pull the trigger, but he gets his own loose change and plays it in behind the goal. And Jeremy Klein, the Canadian, gonna bang right back there. And here's Ryan Fohl. 23 goals on the season. That's the most in the competition. Zach Boyle at the point, winds, fires, shot, kick, save, Jeremy Friedrich. Kubick on the rebound, and finally the Jokers will clear, and they'll be away with numbers once again. Here's Jordan Geyer working out wide, and it's a nice play from Zach Boyle, who's done everything but score on this shift. Kubick, stretch pass to Fohl. Fohl out wide, trying to burn by Tim Benson, and he gets pushed down into the corner and pushed down to the ice. Stapleton chips the puck away from Gaziorowski, and Tim Benson will carry it out of the zone. He tries to dangle around Morris O'Hanley, and he gets by him on the second effort, but he touches up the puck. I think he was offside with Noah Maley stepping on the ice at the wrong time.
Just like last game, just like last game.
We've seen a few weird offsides, some uncharacteristic Premier League offsides, or maybe they aren't characteristic. I don't even know anymore.
I don't know, lately even we had a penalty called us on a change. We were in the middle of a change, and the puck came up, hit someone on the foot.
Eric Balnar joined by Ryan Rintala, player on the Red Wings. If the Tigers lose this game, it'll be the Red Wings and Tigers, and in what I'm going to imagine would be just an epic 3-game series. Rintala nursing an injury right now, hoping that he can get back and healthy, a key part of that team. Meanwhile, Mcdougall up the ice, creates something out of nothing, in deep. Oh, he just couldn't finish it off. Joey Mcdougall with sheer determination, long shot in from the point, from O'Hanley. McDougall, cross ice pass, shot, scores! Andrew Stapleton ties it off. What a feed from McDougall, and this game is square.
What patience from Joey there. You saw him pull down the shot and just tap it in back door. Good job on Stapleton saying why too. Let's watch this. See Joey slows it down. He goes to take the shot, stops, sees him. Nice little pass, back door.
One-timer from Stapleton. He scored a goal with 20 seconds left versus the Blackhawks to force overtime that kept the Tigers' win streak alive in the last game they played, and now he's got one here. Stapleton coming on at the right time.
That's what you hope your captains do, right?
It's his 5th goal of the season. He's got 14 points, and this is 16th game. He's been playing all year on the line with Joey McDougall. That'll be McDougall's 31st point of the season. What a year he has had. But back on the attack is the Jokers. Komazek steers one through. Benson was trying to get a stick on it. And Taylor battles it down low. Loose puck in front. Chad tries to get one on there. Glenn Forbes White gets the pad down and makes another big save. Ryan Full can't clear. Riley backhands this back down. And Jan Kubick should be able to find an outlet to clear. He gets it to Zach Boyle, who will try to steer this out, but it takes a weird bounce, and back on the attack is the Jokers, but Zach Boyle there first again. Boyle, right side to Kubick. Weird bounce off the boards. Taylor, left side, Full, too hot for him. And Andrew Chen cuts it up the middle, works out wide, drops it off left to Jake Riley, who's been on quite a long shift here. Riley centering play, who's looking for his partner in crime in Nate Benson. Jokers are the defending champions. They won it last year without Riley and Benson, and now they have 2 of the top 3 leading point getters. And a huge hit played by Nathaniel Benson down on Morris O'Hanley, and I think he might get the gate for it. Gebert now tying up. Benson has brought an edge to his game tonight, but he might get penalized for it.
Let's see if we got a replay here.
The intensity you can feel is dialed up. You can feel it even in a pretty good crowd for a 9 o'clock game.
Got a nice loose puck battle. Oh, Chen loses a stick.
Good hit from Chen.
Oh, maybe the head.
Extra hit in the head.
Yeah.
So Nate Benson with his 2nd penalty of the game. He had a coincidental minor with Ryan Full earlier. So the Tigers, who just tied the game moments ago, head to their 2nd Agile Group power play of the game with the extra attacker, a chance to take a 2-1 lead. Zach Boyle down low. Plays it back to Jan Kubick. He's got 24 assists on the season. Boyle pinching down low, finds Ben Gebert. On the right side, Ryan Full has shifted to the point as back Boyle is pinching down low, gets it to Kubick, crashing in the net, backhanded play, looking for the rebound, and the Jokers will safely get that and just knock it down the rink, but a good hustle from Noah Maley almost creates a turnover, making life very tough for Ben Gebert. Gebert over to Zach Boyle, and the Tigers will try to go get set once again. Tigers using all of their big guns, their 5 leading point getters on the ice. Boyle, Gebert at the point, and Full, McDougall, and Kubick together on the ice with the man advantage. Plays it down low. Joey McDougall trying to get set in the corner. Plays it around the boards. Kubick was looking for Full, but Benson intercepted. Boyle pinching down low. Right side. Full, winds, fires, shot, rebound, and Jeremy Friedrich grabs his own rebound, and he'll stop play. And with run time, that'll be valuable.
Be very valuable. The only thing that they could have done better is put someone in front of Jeremy. He saw that puck the whole way. Benny wound up, but when the goalie's got that angle and he sees it, he should get that stop every time, especially one of these 2.
Jeremy Friedrich, one of the leaders in goals against average. He's got a .924 save percentage. He was almost, you couldn't score on him in the first 10 games of the season, pretty much. But in the last 6, Friedrich stumbled just a little bit, but you know the form is there, and he's had a huge game so far. Kubick back in the neutral zone, back on his own blue line, right side. Boyle has the puck intercepted by Jake Riley. Riley out wide, fires a shot, and it was a hard one that Glenn Forbes White had to steer out of play, but that will do it for the Agile Group power play. 0 for 2 for the Tigers.
On this replay, oh, look at that save by Glenn.
Even
and
the poke
stick.
check.
Watch when it pokes back out here. Oh, yeah. There you go, Klein.
Glenn Forbes White's had a big game early on.
Yeah. On that last rush, though, one thing that I remember Joey Mcdougall saying earlier in the year was that Jake can shoot on the run, which is a very hard thing to do. I don't think Jan saw him actually wind up for that shot. He just popped one off really quick. It was a really nice shot.
Puck bounces down and goes in behind the net. Stapleton has the puck taken away from him, and the Jokers will try to clear. O'Hanley can't hold the zone, and now he's going to be under pressure from Jordan Geyer, and he just evades Patty Gaziorowski, who is coming hard at him. And I think we're going to have another penalty again.
On Geyer on the back check?
I think Geyer on the back check.
That's unfortunate. Like to see on that. I mean, they came out of it with a penalty, but
yeah, it was right there. You saw it on the right side of your screen. Just a late little check right on Jeremy Klein in plain view.
Looks like the refs are really trying to bring the game back in here.
Well, the Tigers 0 for 2 on the power play. They just had one moments ago that they couldn't score on. They're going to get another opportunity.
What's their average?
The Tigers on the season, 24%.
One of these got to go in then, huh?
Well, the law of averages would say probably this one or the next one. 1 for 4, right?
Yeah,
They're 0 for 2.
I think that's how it works.
Law of averages, I love math. You got to trust the numbers, right?
Isn't it maths here, Eric?
I don't know. Australians are backwards. You know this.
Yeah, upside down.
Well, I'm Australian now, actually. I take offense to that.
No, I have residency now.
Well, call me when you're a citizen, mate.
Oh, it doesn't have to be an import now, though.
It works. We'll take that.
Yeah.
Back to the action. Zach Boyle plays it off the boards. Joey Mcdougall working out wide, centering play. It was a dangerous puck in the slot. And finally the Jokers clear it, and here comes Daniel Chen. He's got a couple shorthanded goals this year, but the puck just sailed on him a little bit too much all the way to the goal line. Jan Kubick. This is a good penalty kill from the Jokers. The Tigers have not done anything to get themselves set up, and now they're scrimmaging for it on the near boards while shorthanded. And now down low, here's Maley, had the puck on a string, drops it off to Andrew Chen. Chen stops 4 Tigers around him, and somehow he still has the puck. And with 45 seconds, the Tigers will outlet and try to get something set up. Good pressure from the Jokers. They've got 3 men on the puck, even though they're shorthanded.
Tigers look a little bit gassed here.
These guys have been on the ice a while. Mcdougall to Kubick. Leads it ahead to Ryan Full. Mcdougall going to the net. Full cuts in tight. And the second chance from Mcdougall also stopped. But Jeremy Friedrich not allowing a lot of rebounds today.
Those high energy plays from Joey keeps that team going. You could say he's a marquee player.
He'd be someone you'd want to build a team around in a pro league scenario. But here's Ryan Full cutting to the net. You saw Joey started the play and he finished it off.
Man, he caught him all the way from behind.
Stapleton in the circle. Has the puck drop over to Boyle, and that shot was blocked by Jake Hazel. He's had a couple big shot blocks today, and he had the Joker goal late in the first. Now, Jake Riley, shorthanded, walks in, fires a shot on Full, gets a second chance opportunity, and it goes wide. Yeah. Riley across, looking for Pope. Kept in by Hazel, it clanks off his stick, and Tyler Boyle burns around him. He's got Taylor with him. Boyle fires. Taylor on the rebound, couldn't get a stick on it. And Jeremy Friedrich makes what was an easy save in the end, but it could have been dangerous.
The same on this end. Jake got his own rebound. That was both ends here. This is getting a bit intense.
Just a bouncing puck, and Tim Benson getting in front to cause a bit of disturbance for the shooter.
The slow cover like he had it the whole time there.
Bring on playoff hockey. Jokers try to clear. Kept in by O'Hanley. 3 Jokers around him. He was hauled down. The power play is over, so the team's back to full strength. Tigers now go 0 for 3. Joey Mcdougall might be on the ice for 10 minutes of the 15 minutes that have gone in this period. He has been a workhorse for them.
Oh, he's been on the ice so much as our hockey academy coach. You know, he's just built for it right now.
He's the conditioning coming into effect. Glenn Full. Morris O'Hanley has the puck go off a stick. Full right side. Jai Sarchich getting a shift out here as the third line coming out to grind one out and give the big boys some much-needed rest for the Tigers. Noah Maley, center of the ice. He's got Pope with him. He tries to get around Boyle, but he steers him wide, and it banks off the boards. It's a loose puck. Who wants it? Jai Sarcic has the puck knocked away from Handberg. Ryan Fohl works out wide, and Handberg back on the back check, steers it around the boards. Taylor whiffs at that. Boyle can't knock it down. It goes all the way back into the Tiger zone, collected by the veteran Ben Gebert. Boyle lobs it up the right side, takes a bounce off the boards. Chen just gets in front of Taylor, and Chen in stride gets around the side, puts it up to Ted Fabian. He had a very physical first period. Gebert lobs it forward, knocked off Geyer. Gaziarowski, right side, intercepted by Ben Gebert once again, and Ryan Fohl will go the other direction. Fohl through 3 jokers, almost gets through, and Jordan Geyer back checking, collects the scraps. But Jan Kubick creates the turnover. Fohl to his father, Glenn Fohl, slap shot from Stapleton, takes a funny bounce up in the air, and Komazek will finally clear it, and...
the fans are livid.
Yeah, we're getting a call for something
Hand
here.
pass, but it's in the defensive zone, so it should be.
This is a 9:15, 9:25, I think it was, ended up being a start time, local time. You don't usually get too many people for those late games. Today there's a decent little crowd over by the bar, up in the stands. They know how big this is in the context of the season. A bye on the line for the Jokers, straight to the grand final where they'll have a chance to defend their crown if they can win this game.
I think they're just all primed from all the hard work we're doing to get people here. I think that's all it is.
I hope so. It's an entertaining matchup, that's for sure. If you're new to the game of ice hockey, this is a good one to watch. Joey Mcdougall was almost away with speed. Meanwhile, behind the play, Morris O'Hanley and Jordan Geyer were tussling a little bit, and they've got a little bit of a history this season, so wouldn't be surprised to see something develop there.
Yeah, I'd hope one of them doesn't put their team down another goal, though. Got to keep that composure in.
Yeah, it's a good point you make, Ryan, because it's one thing to play with intensity and get under your opponent's skin. It's another thing to do something silly that can cost an opportunity.
Just hope that doesn't happen. Oh, here we go.
Jake Riley with a nice move. He's got Benson with him, fires a shot, rebound, pops free. Riley livid that the whistle was gone early, but Jake Riley had Benson with him. He elected to shoot.
Another 3-on-1.
And Zach Boyle almost forced him to take the shot.
Hey, that's a smart play. It gives Glenn an actual chance. Not sure why we got a whistle. Just quick whistle.
Very quick whistle with just over a minute to go in the second period. A first period goal from Hazel, and now a second period goal from Andrew Stapleton has it tied. But crashing the net, and a good stick save on Nate Benson. Glenn Forbes-White with another nice one. Tip forward. Benson, the leading point getter, off to his partner in crime, Jake Riley, but he's steered back, and Jake Hazel, the goal scorer, plays it left side to Daniel Chen, the rookie.
We'd love to see these guys play together as a team. They're a bunch. They're kind of like 3 individuals right now.
Sharp shot in front of the net, and the Tigers will carry this one out. Ryan Fohl plays it in behind the goal. Jan Kubick going to try to establish one last possession as the seconds peel off here in the second period. Joey Mcdougall going out for a shift. They're sending out their big 3 all in one line to try to finish out this period, to try to grab a late goal. The Jokers have countered with the same. It's best on best right now. Daniel Chen down the right side. Backhanded play behind the goal. Picked up by Benson. Plays it forward to Boyle. Boyle up to Mcdougall. Just 10 seconds to go, and Ryan Fohl has some daylight. Fohl stops, centering play, traffic in front, cleared away. 2 seconds to go. Jake Riley walks in, shot from half, and he sent one sailing behind the goal. Good awareness from Riley to send one from half, but a great period of hockey once again.
Yep, this is turning up to be a great one. Look at this here, though. Zach is so open. Just happens to miss him. You can even see Zach's disbelief after this. Oh, look, he had one. He just gets it on his stick rather than just flinging it there blindly.
Nice moment of Jeremy Friedrich and Glenn Forbes-White kind of hugging each other, giving each other mutual respect. Both goalies have been absolutely dynamic in the game so far. In just a moment, though, I think we've got Joey Mcdougall down on the ice with David Muggleton. Dave, down to you with Joey.
Thanks, guys. All right, Joey, talk to me about the intensity out there. Pretty intense game right now. Both sides battling really hard. A lot of funny bounces, not going either team's way right now, but you got to bear down, be a little bit harder on the puck, and make the chances for yourselves.
So with a win here, minor premiership for both teams is still on the table. How much do you want that bye week?
I mean, we want a bye week just as much as we want the semis. We'll take anything right now. We're playing real well. We're trying to ride this 10-game streak into 11, and we just got to bear down right now and play a little bit harder, squeak out that 11th win if we have to, and ride that wave into the playoffs.
All right, thanks heaps, Joey. Back to you guys in the studio.
Man, it's when Joey's talking to another guy with a Aussie accent, you realize how Canadian maybe I sound and maybe he sounds as well too. Gee whiz.
Well, it's true. It's true.
Well, the state of play right now is a first period goal from Jake Hazel, but Andrew Stapleton leveled it for the Tigers in the second. Top spot on the line at the Ice Arena. We'll be back with period 3 in about 10 minutes. It's Jokers 1, Tigers 1 on NITV. At the break, Eric Ballner, Ryan Rentalo. We're calling all the action out there for you. First off, before we get into anything here, Ryan, this is a fast pace. This is one of the fastest paced and most intense games we've seen so far, and we really shouldn't be too surprised, should we?
Well, it's not a Red Wings game, but, it's a pretty good one.
Well, top spot on the line in this one. What are you liking the most out of we'll start with the Tigers. What do you like most of the Tigers so far in this game?
I think the Tigers are keeping the shots wide for Glenn. So Glenn's having the advantage like we talked about beforehand. And they're actually causing problems for Jake and Nat.
And what about the Jokers?
I think the Jokers, I don't think they're playing as clean as they could be, but they are stopping a lot of the shots up the gut. So
it doesn't really feel like there's an advantage on either side of things. Both goalies have made spectacular saves. Who do you give the edge to if it's possible at all?
I don't know. This is much like a heavyweight battle. We got, in the first period, remember, we had Jeremy taking a lot of shots, and then Glenn took a lot of shots. But that one was a bit of a mix. But that's what happens in the second period because they're on the far side of the bench. They get a little more tired, not as clean play.
A lot of talent on the ice tonight. And it has me kind of buzzing and thinking about, even the offseason. Like, realistically, this season's going to end, right? You have a couple more weeks of this. You have the playoffs. The offseason's going to come, but I'm hearing some grumblings of like a pro-type league coming here where there's going to be people building teams, and all you can think of watching this game is there's a lot of good players on the ice you'd probably want to build a team around.
That's true. So we play the same game we did last time. You get to pick 2 marquee players, 1 from each team. Is that what we're doing?
1 from each team. Now, are we sticking Premier League or just this game?
Ooh, I think we think just this game.
Just this game. All right, so the game is, if you're building a team, you can choose 2 players only. You can't choose the same team. We'll each choose a player. We'll do draft styles in the marquee, actually. You can go first. You go first.
I'm taking Joey.
Joey Mcdougall. Damn it, I should have gone first. Okay, why are you taking Joey as a player to build around?
I think you can build the team chemistry. You can build how the team reacts to situations if you're building around that type of player.
Again, a versatile player that can play kind of a defensive forward role, or he can score some goals like we've seen.
And he just never quits.
So that hardworking. All right, so if you're going Joey Mcdougall, I got to think. You got to take who I would think would be the next best available player. There's goalie, there's defense. Like, you know what? If I'm building a team, if I take him. Okay, so you have to pick a joker next. So I'm gonna pick Jake Hazel. I'm gonna go off the board a little bit. Maybe I just really like the way Jake Hazel plays. He plays a really simple game. You don't notice him because he doesn't make mistakes. He's so reliable, and you saw today in a huge game he pinched in with a goal.
Yep. You obviously took the man after my own heart. Stay at home D. You got to build around that as well. So that's a solid choice there.
So I'm going Jake Hazel. So now you have to pick a joker player. So there's a couple options. Like you could go your Nate Benson, your Jake Riley, your Jeremy Friedrich if you want a goaltender, Ted Fabian, Ben Hand. I feel like there's a long list of players you could take from the jokers.
Well, the rumor is that there's going to be fighting, right? Yeah. I'm going to go Fabian.
Fabian, just because if there's fighting, you want to have.
I want a big boy. I want Joey and Fabian.
Oh, God. I don't know if I like going up against a team that has Joey and Fabian that can beat that physical presence. And then with it, I'm going two defensemen. I'm going Zach Boyle, and I'm just going to lock down Zach Boyle and Jake Hazel. And you know, to be honest, the defensive depth isn't incredible in South Australia right now. It's getting better, but I would love to have a Team Australia defenseman that has offensive flair and a stay-at-home defenseman that can sit with them. I love my partnership right there.
Yeah, that's a fantastic choice. And if it does go the way we're rumoring, the two marquee players in the draft, you're going to run out of D quick.
All right, let's add another element to this. Let's add a third marquee player to it, but it has to be from someone outside of this game, just in the IHSA community. So you've got Fabian and Mcdougall. You can add a third player.
I'll take Steve Best.
You're taking Steve Best. That is a heavy line. You're going all forwards. Should I just load up on defense and go like Zolly or something like that? No, I was going to take Steve Best as well because that's a guy that you can score a lot of goals. But I'm going to go counter that with Tyler Leeming, only because I want a guy that is going to... I mean, Leeming seems like a guy that holds people accountable by the way he plays. He plays hard. He plays a good two-way game. He's smart, thinking a step ahead. I really like that with my base defense.
That's a great choice.
If anyone's watching, leave the comments below who you would take, or maybe whose team is better. Is it Team Bolner or Team Rintala? Ryan, though, now we're going to get you to play fortune teller. I want a very specific prediction of what's going to happen the rest of the way here.
I think this is actually going to be an overtime game. This could be your Joker's point loss.
Okay, but the Jokers... Okay, there's 2 games left each after. Does that make a change? I don't know. No. Okay, here the thing is, though, is the Tigers need to win. They might need the full points here. So it depends how aggressive you're feeling. Now, if the Tigers win in overtime, it'd move them to 41. Jokers on 43. They would be needing the Red Wings to beat the Jokers and the Tigers to win out from there. So it's still possible, but a win straight up for the Jokers in regulation gets them the minor premiership. So what do you do?
I don't know. You were debating this too. Do you pull the goalie at the end if you're tied? So it is in overtime, though. They still get 1 point or something?
They do get 1 point and 2 points.
Obviously, that situation doesn't work. I was thinking maybe they lose some points. I don't know. You almost might have to try to go for the win.
So you're saying overtime. Is it 1-1, or is it a 1-1 overtime game, or is it 2-2? Or
well, I'm saying now that it can't go that way, I think the Tigers have to pull the goalie at the end of the game and go for it, and either win it or lose it.
I love it. I want the bold strategies, the hot takes. I'm going to say the Tigers are going to win this game 3-1. Tyler Boyle and Joey Mcdougall are going to score the goals, and that's going to be the score for the Tigers. And the IHSA Tigers unofficial Instagram page is going to go wild.
Yeah, I heard that it's run by a really good dude.
Run by a great dude. Stick around. We've got the third period coming up. Wild stuff coming your way. Tigers, Jokers, top of the table clash. Eric and Ryan back with you after this. It's the Ice Arena on beautiful Ghana land here in Adelaide, South Australia, that is playing host to this thrilling top-of-the-table clash. But ice hockey not the only exciting thing happening in this venue. A lot of renovations, a lot of changes. JB, yourself, doing a lot of things around here, Ryan.
Yeah, the new projects, that media room, we got some projects that we're going to need that for.
Yeah, we're going to need to be media-ing things.
Yeah, and then we got the third sheet, of course, which a bit makes more time available for more hockey.
Which means we could potentially have like another league.
Yeah, there's just, endless opportunities here.
Love to see it. Love this journey for everybody. But right now, it is the Tigers and the Jokers. Now, you just saw on the bench there, one key out for the Tigers this game has been Greg McNair. He's been in the defensive lineup all the time. Now they're only running with 4 defensemen instead of 5. That could be a big injury for them late in the season.
Yeah, I didn't realize he wasn't out there. He's a big guy. He throws around the body too. That would make a big difference to this Jokers team because every little body hurts, for them.
Lots on the line late in the season. If the Jokers win, they've all but clinched a bye to the championship series. If the Tigers win, it's 11 in a row, and they will be all square and have won the season series with the Jokers. And there's not much separating them in this game right now. It's a goal from Hazel and Stapleton. Hazel for the Jokers, Stapleton for the Tigers. Great saves on both ends. Not much separating these teams. We should be in for a great final 20 minutes.
Looks like we got a little delay here. It looks wet, so let's do this. Let's have a little more speculation. I got a feeling.
Yeah, we see Joey Rezick, the referee, just threw a puck down and it just stopped square in the middle of the slot.
Oh, it's a bit of a puddle. It's all right. I think we might have to amend how the game's gonna end here. I'm thinking it's gonna be a Kubick to Mcdougall goal.
Well, I think Joey has to get involved at some point. He's in every game he's played, all but 2 games, he's got a point.
Yeah.
He didn't have a point the last game he played in a 5-4 overtime win over the Blackhawks. He feels due for a point. It's now been, 5 periods where Joey Mcdougall hasn't been on the score sheet?
Yeah, he hasn't really been forcing it, though, but he has been putting a lot of effort in, though. When people start forcing it every little shot, he's still making that good pass.
Yeah.
He got a point. He made the pass to
Stapleton. He made the pass. There you go.
Yeah.
He broke it. I'm completely wrong about that. But even if he was, I don't think he'd be too upset because he's playing well.
Yeah. That effort, like we were saying, we were picking our theoretical marquee players. The 3 guys that I was picking would be all effort. They're all in. You can buy around team culture around that. You can hang your hat on it, build team around it.
Yeah, I mean, what is the saying about hard work? That, when talent doesn't show up, hard work is, I can't even get the expression on whatever it is. Either way, Joey has talent and hard work. So even when his talent, if he's having an off game, that he's going to be bringing that A+ motor that he's got.
Yeah, showtime, right? That's what
Showtime. Showtime, Joe time. We'll see how we go. Well, the ice just drying for this extra second, adding some more drama and delay. There's a look at Jeremy Friedrich. I can't imagine it would be hard for a goalie. You come in, you focus, you're thinking you're about to start the period, and now you're getting delayed a little bit. You have to get back in that zone again. We'll see how the goaltenders respond to this delay.
Yeah, he's just hiding out in his net there a little bit, having a little party.
Well, look across the ice. You see one of the referees has picked up a
squeegee.
A squeegee. You got to pay good money for that in a place like Toronto for service like this. I hope a few people toss him some coins as he's leaving away.
Oh, it looks a lot more frozen now. It looked really bad earlier, but it doesn't look too bad now.
We had this problem at the start of the game.
Yeah, behind the net.
Well, everything has to be perfect.
I don't know. That could cost your team. That's a smart. I think Glenn Full is the one that stopped him, and I that's probably smart because if you get a turnover right there, that's game over.
That's Glenn Full's area down there. He likes to shovel the old backhand shovel out for Glenn Full in the corner. Chris Parks getting it done, one of the top A-grade players in the local competition. A rare Wednesday night where we're having back-to-back Premier League games. Lots on the line in this 1-1 game. Once again, both teams level on the season series 2-2. The Tigers have won the last 2 encounters. But this game feels very eerily similar to the one back in early June on June 11th. The Tigers and Jokers were square at 0 up until about 8 minutes left in the game when Zach Boyle scored on the power play, and then he padded the lead with an empty net goal to sink the Jokers, end a 10-game win streak. That's the longest of the season, now matched by the Tigers. So the Tigers want that pride of getting win number 11.
I got a question for you. So, because of the new COVID rules, right? Like we don't have the games don't continue after the one overtime.
Yep.
What happens if there's no winner?
So then it's just 1 point each, and that actually might be costly because you think back when the Red Wings and Tigers played, second game of the year, it was a 3-3 game.
Yep.
It ended at the end in a tie. Now, you're supposed to distribute 3 points per game, right? Even if it goes to overtime, 2 for the winner, 1 for the loser. This game ended with 1 for the Tigers, 1 for the Red Wings. Effectively, both the teams lost that game. Now, had the Tigers won that game in a shootout, they would be at 40 points, and potentially a win tonight would have put them in first place. So that tie has huge implications. Had the Red Wings won that game in a shootout, where there's still mathematically a shot to come back and take over the top spot as well. That tie, that shootout, huge implications that didn't happen.
So if this ends in a 1-1 tie,
1 point each.
Yeah, then they're still
3 points back. Lots to figure out here on NITV. Jokers and the Tigers. The mathematicians at work, and in the commentary box, Eric Ballner, Ryan Rentala. Winner looks like they'd be in pole position to finish first place. In fact, an outright win today for the Jokers would basically guarantee the minor premiership. So it's a big third period. Ryan Fohl going to work, and Komazek has that steered away. Jake Riley it's Andrew Chen, on the back check. Has it taken away. Puck pops free, settled down by Benson. Chen up to Riley, just a little bit too far ahead as Zach Boyle slaps at this one around the corner.
That counterattack's dangerous. That was almost one of those ones we were talking about earlier.
Andrew Chen gloves this down, drops it off for Benson. Here's Daniel Chen, shot on goal, big save from Glenn Forbes-White. Rebound pops free, and it just skids up high and wide. Kept in by Andrew Chen. Knocked down.
Great play by your marquee player, Zach Boyle.
Back on the right side. Riley off to the right. Chen, shot on net. That one goes a little bit wide. Jake Riley pinching down low. Plays it off to the left point. Komazek keeps it in, and it's lobbed in, but the Jokers have to clear because they're offside. It gives the opportunity for the Tigers to get a full line change. Andrew Stapleton enters the zone. Has it intercepted by Andrew Chen. He's had a big first couple minutes in this period. Andrew Stapleton back to work, trying to get the puck that he lost right back. Mcdougall pushes it forward to Tyler Boyle. Boyle burns by Komazek, who goes gliding into the boards. He was trying to line him up. He just lined himself up instead. Chen chips it forward. Kept in by Tyler Boyle.
No, it's off.
Left side. Pope has it bank off Ben Hanberg's stick. Gebert plays it in front of the Jokers bench. Player had to jump over that puck, otherwise it might have been too many men on the ice. It was very close.
You know what might be interesting if you see a little some little more body physical play by Cam Pope. You know, he can lay some people out.
Mcdougall created a turnover, plays it behind the net for Boyle. Ryan Fohl can't quite control, and Ben Hanberg will skate it out down the right side, cut towards the center, tries to get it off to the left to Pope, intercepted by Kubick, who lobs it forward, and Ryan Fohl could be in here. Fohl in off a chance, and he couldn't settle the puck down, and Josh Winkler will bat this one away.
If he had someone coming in on crashing the net on that might have been a nice goal.
Boyle lobs it in behind the net. Chasing after the rebound. Boyle stops, fires a sharp angle, and he almost took out referee Joey Rezick with that shot. Here's Geyer, right side, fires one, big bounce off the throat from, he did. Glenn Forbes-White takes one awkwardly in the neck.
Let's see if we see that. Did it hit the side of his head and he just got shocked, or did he get it in the neck?
Bit of a hush comes over the crowd here.
Yeah, this is never good.
I think side of the head.
Yeah, I mean, that rings, but...
That's just going to be an awkward ear-ringing play.
Yeah. We used to have a rule, if you're coming down the ice and you don't have an angle in the beginning of the game, put it in the goalie's face. It's mean, but, sets him off. Might get a couple goals right away.
Well, the next shot will be a big one to ask for Glenn Forbes-White, who I'm sure is ringing. Now he's an opportunity for the Jokers. Fabian on the turnover, fires one through, is stopped in front of the net. Couple scary moments in this game. You just saw that one with Glenn Forbes-White earlier. Jake Hazel took a hard shot off the leg. It looked really bad. He was limping off. He was off the ice for about 10 minutes, but on one of his first shift back, he scored. Shot on net. Rebound pops free in the slot. Joker's just throwing one in on the net. Then it slides all the way back, and this goes for icing. Probably not a bad idea just to throw one at the goaltender and see what happens.
Yeah, Glenn came up big there. Nice kick save, kick it wide. Oh, look at this play with Full. Gets around one guy, jumps him. Good play. D came back.
Yeah, it was the second defender that I think took that one away.
I think it's the one he danced in the beginning. Big thing is, you see a lot of guys turn away after he swipes, misses.
Noah
Molly
Maley
gets
on the
him.
back check.
Yeah, this doesn't. He stays with it. It's a nice back check.
Ryan Full was going up the ice again, but here's a turnover. Zach Boyle, he's got some space. Boyle fires a shot, blocker save. Friedrich, Stapleton. Trying to work this one down low. Benson takes the puck away. Right side, Jake Riley with speed. Burns by O'Hanley. Riley inside scores! Jake Riley puts the Jokers up 2-1.
Looks like he beat him around the corner and just popped the shot off. Maybe Glenn's ears are still ringing after getting hit in the head. Let's see the replay here.
Oh, I think he got well around the defender.
Yeah, beats Morris. Yeah, Glenn was left there by himself.
So it'll be an assist to Benson. He'll move up to 39 points. Riley to 37. It's Riley's 21st goal of the year. He's trying to chase down Ryan Full, who's got 23, but so crucially, the Jokers have a 2-1 lead.
Now you're going to see a little urgency.
How will the Tigers respond? Komazek holds the line, plays it across. Benson trying to sense a bit of blood here for the Jokers. Komazek at the point. Lobs one through, steered cleared by Glenn Forbes-White. Stapleton down in the corner, working against Andrew Chen, who's pinching down low. Drops it off for his brother Daniel Chen. He has the shot blocked by Gebert in front of the net, and it's finally cleared, and now a foot race for it. Racing down here, Tyler Boyle's going to get there first. Joey Mcdougall plants himself in front of the net. Komazek lays the body into him, but Boyle picks up the scraps, whips one in front. Stapleton couldn't get a stick down on it. Kept in by Boyle, fires a shot, kick save again from Friedrich. Glenn Full.
Smart play.
Plays it in behind the boards. Mcdougall whips one in front of the net, and Jake Riley will be there first, but Mcdougall collides into him and takes the puck right back. Mcdougall working with force down low. Riley throwing the body out of him. Mcdougall powers way in front, turns and fires. Joey Mcdougall now scrapping with Daniel Chen in front of the net. Full down low. Puck bounces on him. Daniel Chen working his way up. Mcdougall takes it away, but he can't keep the puck in. Instead, he'll whip it right at the referee, who has to dance around a puck.
Feel the vengeance of Joey.
Joey Mcdougall was on a mission on that shift. Maley pinching up. Maley cuts in front, fires one on net. He was looking for his second goal of the game and the season. Ryan Full down the ice. Gets steered away to the outside by Winkler. Tries to send Sarchich in front. Pass in front intercepted by Ben Hanberg, who was there to back check.
Oh, he's got to hang on to that and just make a clean pass rather than just throwing it there. That's a big opportunity.
Maley with some space, trying to get around O'Hanley once again. O'Hanley goes down. Maley still on his feet, and O'Hanley still somehow steers that one away.
That's two plays now where Morris has almost cost them. Smart play.
Missing Greg McNair tonight, you can certainly say, and that is going to go for icing, or is it waved off? It is.
Sarge got there.
Hazel turns it over, fires it in front of the net, intercepted by Winkler, and it takes a hard bounce and skips all the way down into Tiger territory. 12:24 to go. Jake Riley with the go-ahead goal moments ago. Tyler Boyle, left side, Full, leading Boyle ahead, knocks it down, big save, and a big rebound save from Jeremy Friedrich.
What do you think he was trying to do there? Just lob it in there and let him get a play?
It was lobbed in and batted out of the air from Tyler Boyle.
You think he actually hit that? I thought he was just chipping it at the net and going for a rebound. Oh, here's Jake's goal again. Yeah, he clearly beats him.
That one's probably on the defender.
Tough one for Glenn, yeah. If you're the Jokers now, do you just start pushing every shot you can now? Everywhere.
I reckon. Tigers have had a bit of a pushback, though. Boyle through traffic. Big rebound in the slot, and Tyler Boyle couldn't settle the puck down. and a big hit once again behind the play. Stapleton throws one in on goal. Fabian racing for it. Boyle trying to keep this in, and he cuts it around and goes all the way back. Tipped out by the Tigers in behind the play. And Andrew Chen will grab this down. Komazek off his stick. Jan Kubick, he's had a relatively quiet game, but there's still 11 to go in the third. But Gaziorowski takes the puck away from him. Down the wing, Gaziorowski throws one on net, just goes a bit wide. Ted Fabian off the rebound, off the backboards. Gaziorowski again in the corner. Out to the right point. Chen stops, fires, rebound, pops free, and Glenn Forbes smothers it with 10:43 to go.
What did I tell you, Eric? I like that shot on the ice. I want him to put it on the ice and get a rebound. It's there all day. You got two guys waiting for big rebounds.
Look at this right here. The lob play. Boyle redirected it, and then the sharp angle shot again.
You're right. You're right. He did get it. I was wrong.
Clever little play, and that's sometimes what you need to do to score against Jeremy Friedrich, who's looking in fine form tonight.
He's got a shiny new set of mitts out there.
Might be the difference in this mini slump he's had, Friedrich.
Or maybe that's why he did have a slump.
Gebert. Left side, full. Looking for a man ahead. He had Kubick going up, but Hazel intercepted. Hazel over to Benson. He had Glenn Forbes White down, and Benson just fanned on the shot. Benson in front of the net again. Gebert picks up the puck in front of the goal. Plays it right side to Ryan Full, trying to settle it down. Kubick there in support, and he'll play it in behind the boards, and Brandon Taylor was going to go in for the forecheck, but Jeremy Friedrich just has to dangerously play this off to Daniel Chen. He lobs this down the rink. Jake Riley settles it down. Riley in front of the net. Riley, oh, he almost finished off what would have been a beautiful goal.
What a play by Boyle. Turn him around, make sure he can't get his feet together and get a shot.
Zach Boyle's had a big game today. He's done everything but score. On the turnover, Benson out wide. He was looking for Riley. It was intercepted by Gebert. Riley down low. Top of the point for Komazek. Tipped down in front from Benson. Riley was dumped down in front of the referee. There's no call that he was looking for. Down low once again. Chen looking across the ice. Taylor intercepts. Riley centering play to Benson, and he couldn't knock it down. Instead, it'll be Ryan Full going the other direction, tries to drag around Jake Hazel, but he says no thank you, and he'll be thrown down the ice. Benson there first. Boyle lays the body. Boyle takes the puck away. Finds Stapleton. He cuts up the middle of the ice.
Nice body.
Evaded a couple players. Tyler Boyle, his brother, enters in, fires a shot in a big collision with Ben Handberg moving back. Back down the left side of the rink. Handberg.
Oh, don't get a penalty.
Working against Boyle and Stapleton. Winkler has Chen around the boards. Joey Mcdougall's side of the ice. Shot in front, Mcdougall trying to get in tight, trying to cause some problems for Jeremy Friedrich. But now the Tigers haven't really established possession for the last couple minutes.
Yeah, the Tigers got their tails between their legs right now. If you notice in the defensive zone, the wingers aren't staying up on the points. They're just churning. They're not really staying in a spot. They're not helping anyone. They're going for that long pass, but it's just not really helping them out in the back there.
Full intercepts left side. Boyle, he's got a shooting lane, whips one through. It was the shot he wanted, but it didn't have the line. Stapleton will go and grind in the corner against Chen. Kept in by Zach Boyle. Boyle, dangerous puck in the slot, but Tyler Boyle wasn't on the receiving end. Back into a danger area, and it's Handberg clearing it out. He's on a 2-on-2. He's got Pope with him. He fires a shot on goal as Pope collided with Zach Boyle, and it goes out of play.
Yeah, it looks like they're thinking the same thing we are. Just put everything on Glenn right now. Just keep peppering him. Oh, they're trying to get Zach all riled up now. Okay, here's the play. Nice smart shot right on the ice. That's a great rebound control by Glenn, putting that out of play.
Draw one by the Jokers. Gaziorowski, quick shot, another nice save from Glenn Forbes White.
Kept it.
Jeremy Klein
Energy
on the second effort. Full tries to carry it out, but Benson holds the line. That's the Tim Benson variety. Jai Sarchis has his stick taken away, and now he's going to try to hold up the man as Benson pinching down low. Gaziorowski whiffing in the corner, and now...
I think the Tigers got lucky there. That puck got dug out of there quick.
Yeah. And they had a man without a stick.
Yeah, that whole offensive Tigers trio there was just spun around. Wingers down in the corners. They really just got to lock down their positions and help. Like, it helps the defenseman when you're coming out of the zone if you know someone's there. If everyone's trying to help low, it doesn't matter if you get to win the battle down low.
Up the ice, here comes Tyler Boyle. Stapleton going to the net, fires a shot, and another no rebound from Jeremy Friedrich.
Both goalies are really good at their rebound control. You got to put it in a spot where you can do something with it.
Time ticking away for the Tigers, who absolutely need to win this game to have a shot at first place.
These goals aren't going to come cheap. It's going to have to be a dirty one. Nice keeping
Boyle
by Benny.
on the giveaway, cuts to the slot, fires and scores! Tyler Boyle has tied the game late!
What a gritty, holding the line by Benny there, kicks it back in. Because he actually held it and took the body there and actually kept it in, left it to Tyler. He plays it in, Tyler picks it up, adds some space, shoots with a screen, gives himself a screen. Great shot.
You said it literally 30 seconds ago. It was going to have to be a dirty one, and they've leveled it with exactly that.
Yeah.
So it's 2-2. 5 minutes to go in the third period. First place on the line. The two best teams in the regular season going head-to-head. What more could you want right now?
I want to see if the Jokers are going to be able to do the hard thing and, go for the crashing the net and to try to get one of these late goals. The Tigers are doing it.
Puck sails, so under 5 to go. Once again, what's on the line? Tigers are 3 points behind the Jokers. A win would give them 11 in a row, tie them up at 42, win the season series with the Jokers. It would put them technically in first place because the Jokers would have them on goal differential, and frankly, the goal differential is too big of a margin to overcome with 2 to go.
They might not be able to survive if they lose because, if we take them down too,
It is a must-win game for both teams. The Jokers have that game versus the Red Wings. It's on Wednesday. It's next week on Wednesday night. So they'll have another shot at winning a minor premiership regardless of what happens, but they have not been dealing with the Tigers or Red Wings particularly well as of late. And the Red Wings are getting healthy.
Yeah, it looks like almost everyone's going to be back except me.
Tip forward. Taylor in the line. Here's Kubick. He was behind the defense. Kubick stops at the goal line. Tries to find Full. Kubick down low. Tipped by Taylor behind the goal. Ryan Full.
He's got the right idea. Get it in there. Get something.
Centering play. Puck popped free. They couldn't pull the trigger. Benson fanned on the shot. Has his pocket picked by Ryan Full. Full swipes at it again. Kept in from the Tigers. Full touches up the puck and plays it in behind the goal. And Brandon Taylor there on the forecheck.
Trying to do too much. Just keep it simple here.
Kubick tries to keep it in, and now it's a 2-on-2 break for Benson. It's now 3-on-2. Benson to Riley. Riley on the angle. Fires one. Oh, it was a dangerous shot, and it almost found its way to the back of the net, but the Tigers collect it with under 3 to go, and it's a turnover. Benson picks it up, and I think... Was the net off its bearings, or was it offside?
No, it's a penalty on the Jokers. I think Benson just got another one. I think he got a penalty. He came from behind, gave a hack. But look at this. Daniel Chen is by himself for the one-timer. He's got to give it to him.
Wow. Nate Benson with his third penalty of the game. The Tigers are 0 for 3 on the Agile Group power play. Hey. They're 25% on the season, and this is number 4.
Here's your law of averages.
I think the Tigers are going to call a timeout as well. Oh, it's Daniel Chen that got the penalty, not
Chen.
Benson.
I thought it was Benson. He was protesting a bit, so I thought maybe it was his.
So Daniel Chen in the penalty box.
Hey, here's your situation. Do they go 6-on-4?
Why is there a minute? There it goes. 2 minutes left. Nah, I mean, 5-on-4, you got the extra attacker. This is the moment right here. You got to score this goal. You can't give the free net, but man, oh man, some drama late in the game with just over 2 minutes to play and a power play.
What do you think they have to do to score this?
They're going to got to send all their big boys out. They got to win the face-off, establish the forecheck, get a body in front of the net, and let your shooters shoot.
I think they really have to get a good pass to a good shot. They're just shooting everything right now.
2:20 to go, and the Tigers will be on the power play for 2 minutes or less. Tigers ideally need all 3 points, although a win in overtime doesn't take them out of the equation. Looking for win number 11.
Hey, what did I tell you, Kubick and Joey?
Kubick, McDougall, Fohl,
there it is.
Gebert, and Boyle on the ice. Boyle at the point, looking for a lane. Plays it left side. Kubick off the boards. Settles it down. Can they find a potential winner? Gebert to Boyle with a lane. He fired one and it got tipped high and a bit wide. Gebert once again settles it down. Kubick on the far boards. Maley swiping in front of him, and he's going to create a turnover, but it goes right to Joey McDougall. Kubick once again. Kubick playing it down near the goal line. Looking for someone near the center. Drops it back to Gebert. Boyle out wide. Turns his way back to the middle. Gebert, nifty pass left side to Kubick. Back to Gebert. Boyle dancing around to the point. Through traffic, shot. Tipped down in the slot. Tigers trying to get a puck on it. It's going to be finally cleared away with 55 seconds gone in the power play. Forbes White quickly up the ice to Kubick. Tigers have to get back on side. It's swiped back in the neutral zone. McDougall almost gives this one away. Stays strong on the puck. Plays it left side. Intercepted by Andrew Chen. Tigers need to get possession once again, and here they come. Boyle working in. Fires a shot. Glove down by Friedrich. He's looking to play it. Oh no, it's a turnover. Gebert left side. McDougall once again. Under a minute to go in the game. Can they find a goal? Can they go near the top of the table? Boyle shooting lane. Big save from Jeremy Friedrich. Full behind the goal. Gebert once again, off to Boyle, shot through traffic, blocked by Chen, trying to clear. Jokers could be away here. It's Jake Riley, short-handed for the win, scores!
They got overcommitted when they were trying to get it.
Unbelievable! Jake Riley, with a man down, has put the Jokers up with just 30 seconds to go.
Big block by Andrew Chen there. That's the thing that set it all up. He put the body on the line, took that block, popped it out, is left 2-on-1. Off to the races.
The Jokers are 35 seconds away from a spot in the grand final, from breaking the Tigers' 10-game win streak, from winning the season series in what has been an absolute classic at the Ice Arena.
They still got a power play here for a little bit.
They do have a power play for the next 10 seconds. Now surely you have to try to pull the goalie to try to level this game. Is there one more twist to go? Here comes Zach Boyle. He was behind the defenseman. He holds it down. Stapleton trying to swivel it there. Jeremy Friedrich will smother the puck with 16 seconds to go. Here's a look at Riley.
Yeah, like I set up by Andrew Chen though. That big block. Wow,
goal number 21 and 22 tonight.
You see how much speed he was coming in. Glenn was in the back of the net by the time he's trying to make a save. You know, that's the danger of that speed coming in.
16 seconds to go. They need to win the draw. Jokers can't clear. Boyle in traffic, tries to glove it down, and with an empty net, Benson puts it forward to Fabian, and the Jokers have all but secured their spot in the grand final.
No better deserving guy. He's had a great game tonight. Fabian's been doing the hard work.
The 10-game losing streak will come to an end for the Tigers.
Losing streak?
Winning streak. Whoops. It's been a heck of a run, but the Jokers were just too strong and too far away from the start of the season, and they'll move 6 points clear with just 2 games to go, and a massive difference in goal differential that all but secures a spot in the grand final and relegates us to a Tigers and Red Wings playoff series. A few casualties at the end of the game. The Jokers, they're a team that likes to celebrate, and they're doing that right now in front of the Tigers.
Hey, you know, you gotta have them when you get them.
And I think we're sending David Muggleton down to try to grab a Joker.
Someone.
That was a wild game, and who would have thought a shorthanded goal with 30 seconds to go to send them to the grand final would have been the answer from Jake Riley.
Yeah, you could say that, but when the Tigers like overcommitted, the beginning of that power play, they had it spread out. They were actually doing it. At the end, Benny Gebert was down below the goal line, had one guy left high. They were just throwing the kitchen sink at him because they knew they had to win, right?
A wild affair, and I think it might be Jeremy Friedrich that he's going to go try to grab as they're doing the casual or the. Wow. What a game. That was intense, and I hope everybody enjoyed it as much as we did up in the commentary booth today. We're going to head it down, I think, to David Muggleton. Dave, are you with us down there right now?
I certainly am. Jeremy's on his way. All right, Jeremy, as a goalie, facing the power play with that much time left, was a short-handed goal really what you were expecting to happen?
No, so we knew that they had to win in regulation to catch us. So the strategy going into it was let's just block it, settle it down, do whatever we can. Turnover comes, and all of a sudden we're going back the other way. It's Jake Riley, so I think if he had missed, we would have been pretty upset because he's just that good. So no, that was great. That was great.
So Tigers have been hot on your heels for a while now. Just ended their 10-game win streak. What's that for a statement?
Look, I think they're feeling the same thing we felt when we lost ours. It was a huge push for them. Like, credit to them, they've been playing great. Played great today, but I think it was huge for us as well going into finals, knowing that, you know, we've beaten them and now we've won the series against everyone.
So you're most likely going to, pretty much guaranteed, going to have the bye week, finish minor premiers. What are you guys looking at heading into the postseason?
Look, I think we still need to focus on the next two games. A couple of teams got caught looking too far ahead and it cost them. So we'll definitely make sure that we don't drop any points against the Hawks or the Wings. Then after that, it's just resting up for a couple of weeks and making sure we come back ready to go.
No worries, thanks and best of luck.
Thanks for having me.
Well,
thanks,
what
guys.
a game that was. It's a 1-1 game going into the third period. Jake Riley scored once. Tyler Boyle tied it up with about 4.5 minutes to go to make it 2-2. Tigers were on the power play, and Jake Riley, a short-handed mark, was the difference before an empty netter. Final thoughts on the game, Ryan Rintala?
Wow. The best part is this is all coming to fruition right at the end of the regular season, coming into the playoffs. So people watching this at home, you better come on out to the games because you know what it's going to be like.
And the intensity will be there. We'll leave it at that for everybody at NITV, Spacequake Sports, everybody at the Ice Arena. On behalf of Ryan Rintala, reporter David Muggleton, I'm Eric Ballner, and of course we can't forget the wonderful job of producer Brandon. We will catch you next week. See you then.